Hi Scorpio, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you a timeless tarot reading. Thank you so much for joining me. Do keep in mind this is general, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. But as well, keep in mind, given it's timeless, whenever you are guided or drawn to this reading, it's meant for you. So we're going to begin, we're going to pull from several decks. Start by using the Divine Animals Oracle. See what we get for you. Let's do some shuffling. Ready to achieve is what I'm getting. Ready to achieve. I feel a very motivated, but not overly forcing it kind of vibe about you. Peace, the gorilla card. So I feel as if you're, for whatever reason, feeling quite peaceful, but motivated at this time, and will more so moving forward. Spirit's saying you need to prioritize your peace, and you don't have to compromise your bold, confident way of being in the process, okay? The number 4 is of relevance for you, if I even said that correctly. Moving on is what they're saying. I feel you don't think you need to say things perfectly. You don't think you need to impress people per se. Maybe in certain moments, certain occasions, say work or something of the sort. But I feel as if you are confident enough deep down to just allow for your work to speak for itself, or just to allow for people to judge if they so choose, right? Or just if you have to correct yourself or reword something, you will. But I feel as if you're very easily accomplishing what you need to, feeling an energy shift recently, and that's benefiting you greatly, okay? I feel you're not afraid to put in the hard work. But with fierceness here, I really feel like there is... there's a vibe about you where you're peaceful in certain moments, and then the feisty side of you comes out, okay? Or you find that other people around you bring out that side of you. So there's a need to focus on who and what's affecting you, and how to adjust where to put your energy resources, where to be most present. But I also just feel as if there's one situation that has its feisty moments, but then it's peaceful moments. Right? Things feel very black and white in a sense, but there is that gray area, okay? But you're reminded all the meanwhile that you're protected moving forward, okay? You may feel the inclination to protect somebody, whether that's a child or an adult, you name it, all right? Animals obviously coming into play and taking a relevance for your situation, given that I was pushed to use the Divine Animals Oracle deck. Let's move on to some tarot. We're going to do the Light Seers deck. Your roar is grand, but doesn't need to be utilized, doesn't need to be used, okay? Choose wisely as to who and what to react to. We have the 4 and 5, okay? So put that together, 45, but it just feels like things are getting done step by step, quite easily. Okay, the Moon. This is not from this deck. I obviously had them stacked up on top of each other, but they told me to take it. So I feel your connection to the Moon is quite heightened at this time, and will more so moving forward. Music coming into play, whether you sing that music, express it, randomly sung through by spirit, or you get synchronicities, messages through music. I feel as if, okay, write some is now what I'm hearing. I feel music is going to play into your situation, but I do feel you're coming off quite mysterious, as they show me that Lioness card again in my mind's eye. Not necessarily emotion, sure, there are times of emotion, and I feel like that's where the feistiness stems from, or the defensiveness, but I do feel like you're mainly just coming off a bit mysterious, wanting to prioritize your rest, but you can't. I didn't even realize this was in the reverse, and feeling as if you at times don't feel the protection you desire, but it is present spiritually, okay? And I feel like you need to recognize that whoever you're most focused on these days will succeed moving forward. Does that make sense? Interesting. Let me straighten these out. I just heard let's straighten this out. Also coming out, okay, the Four of Swords and the Queen of Swords. And so I feel as if you're going to find it easier moving forward to relax, okay, in times of distress for others, or just times when you feel there's a lot to accomplish. The Queen of Swords also speaking upon you needing to recognize or to remember what needs to be cut out due to certain emotions coming to be, or just to benefit what you're wanting to move after or make the best out of. Whether that's habit-wise, people's, a situation, you name it. And I feel like as well what needs to be cut out to feel more relaxed, all right, or to have more time to be relaxed. But I feel a level of confusion coming about you at certain points in certain conversations, or just in times when things are moving quite quickly. All right, let's pull the Moonology cards. And I think we're going to clarify afterwards with some small everyday tarot. Work through your fears. All right, let's push these up. Work through your fears, Scorpio. We all have them, right? Whether you want to admit it or not, or whether other people want to admit it or not. But I do feel as if there's some fears that we'll speak more upon moving forward. Okay. What else do we have for Scorpio? Okay, don't let your pride get in the way. As well as a personal issue reaches a resolution. And we're going to pull one more of these, and then we'll speak further upon them. You're very close to achieving a goal, okay, or your goal. And let's see what we get from the small everyday tarot. Let's clarify the Moonology first, since we just pulled them. For work through your fears, we've got the Lovers and the Knight of Swords. So I truly feel like you're needing to work through your fear of what lies ahead, what you want to move towards. For some of you, it's a love situation, okay? For others of you, it's more a situation that you love. Maybe a fear of losing something that is a quality addition to your life or just benefits you greatly. Because I feel as if that's affecting your level of the quality of your work or just the way you communicate with people. I need to recognize that what's meant for you will stay with you for the time it's meant to, period, okay? And that'll help you acquire or maintain a level of peace when doing what you have to do, okay? I feel for a lot it's work related, but it could be relationship, connection oriented. As I did see the connection card in this deck, interesting. The communication is key card, and they wanted it here, but for whatever reason I chose to keep shuffling, and we got a fire Leo sort of energy. Don't let your pride get in your way. So let's see what we get for this one. I'm hearing you will find your match. You will find your match. Why do you fear being lonely, for you single Scorpios out there? The moon coming out a second time, okay? Double moon energy is what I just heard, as I do feel that you need to recognize when you're feeling quite prideful and how that's stemming from a level of emotion that is within your system, has built up over time. Fearing the worst but not coming off that way, but it being noticeable in other ways through your actions, your words, your defensiveness, once again, the fierceness about you at certain moments, all right? I just feel like you want to keep adjusting things, not wanting to give up. Okay, what do we have for a personal issue reaches resolution? You get a heavy Cancer in your chart. I feel that could teach you a lot or remind you as to why you're feeling certain levels of emotion. Whether they like to admit it or not, Cancer is an emotional sign. I have it in my chart personally. But with the Page of Cups, I feel as if you're acquiring this offer in one way, shape, or form, or just a fresh beginning, a fresh start, a fresh beginning in your emotions, I feel the need to say. Singing your song and getting it out there and doing it well. But I do feel like it just connects to a level of toxicity in your past, and that may be tied to why you fear being alone, or just fear failure, or being unsuccessful in one way, shape, or form. Now, this is just coming out the way it's meant to, all right? But I feel as if you're manifesting a level of movement, a tower moment, whether you realize it or not, all right? And that will leave space for something new. And I do feel like that's tied into this personal issue reaching a resolution. Could definitely be tied into your work, but again, it feels quite connection oriented. You're very close to achieving your goal. What do we have for you're very close to achieving your goal? Okay, what else? Bear with me, the King of Pentacles. So I really feel you're trying to manifest something at this time. You're trying to achieve a financial goal, an amount of savings, or a new job. It could be just a level of achieving in your work with the fruits of your labor coming through for those grapes. I do feel like you're going to remember moving forward, if you haven't already, that every little thing you've gained skill-wise over time, every experience, the positives, the negatives, every job you've acquired or business you ran has added up to what you're working at now, or will more so moving forward, okay? You're very, very close to achieving a goal, and I feel like that will lead to the confidence of setting more goals and just manifesting the completion of which, all right? A very powerful nature about you. And I just feel as if your connection to nature, animals, kids, that's being highlighted for a reason. They're telling me to pull a Kipper card, okay? What do we have for Scorpio to wrap this up? Lovers, look at that. Lovers. And so I feel as if, yeah, you're meant to watch this reading to be reminded that there's a level of love in your future that you fear doesn't exist, even if you're connected to somebody at this time or within a connection. I do feel as if you need to also remember that you need to love your work, where you work, who you work with, for the most part, in order to produce the best quality work. But there's love in your future, okay? And I feel the love that stems from you towards, I want to say, a child, certain animals, other people in your life that you prioritize and honor, okay, and respect. That's powerful, and that's going to bounce back to you as a vibration that you're sending out to the universe, showing them that that's what you feel other people deserve. So why wouldn't you get that in return, okay? But community coming into play, because I really feel like you're meant to be wrapped up in a community that is going to help you grow, as well grow in general. This could be something you started, or it could just be a physical community that feels right for you, okay? This connection stems back to childhood for some. Also coming out, we have adjudication, all right? And so I feel like there's a level of deciding, a decision coming into play. I do feel like, okay, I heard order in the court. If court lies within your future, there's success for you. I do feel as if you're meant to realize that you have a lot of important decisions to make moving forward, but you have the confidence, the experience, the knowledge, the wisdom to decipher quite nicely and efficiently, if you so choose. All right, let's pull one more for the top. Yeah, I really feel like there's a child that you're meant to be connected to, male or female, and this kid is going to benefit from your presence greatly. But do remember, they will see both the peaceful and the feisty fierceness side of you, which will be respected, but try to keep it more on the peaceful side, okay? But I also feel like you're meant to just think about the impact you have in their life, okay? Okay, what needs to be cut out for their benefit? What else do we have? One more before we wrap this up. High honor. All right, so I really feel you're meant to remember that in the midst of certain concerns, certain overwhelming thoughts, that you are meant to be viewed in a high honor light, period. All right, and there will be unexpected income moving forward due to the good karma that's meant to come back to you, due to your manifestation skills being heightened. Take a deep breath and expect the best, and recognize that with the continuous efforts to improve oneself and your life and help other people, you will succeed and achieve the goals you set in place. Excuse me. All right, there is a lot of high honor, success, and love in your future. All right, so I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Scorpio.